Here with Reggie Bush, one of the greats in the college football game of all time, with Fox Big Noon kickoff in Happy Valley for the first time tomorrow. What are you looking forward to?
Well, the first thing I'm looking forward to is the fans. The stadium's my first time going into Penn State Stadium, and I've heard so much about the energy, about the crowd, about how loud it gets inside the stadium, and that's everything I'm expecting tomorrow. You know, this is a big-time game, big-time matchup. Going up against Ohio State, which is a high-powered football team, and the crowd has to be a part of this game tomorrow for Penn State if they want to win. Has to be a part, and so I'm excited just to hear the crowd as the game kicks off, to kind of watch those battles within the game, to see who comes out on top. I'm watching the run game, Kaytron Allen, Nick Singleton. They need to play well tomorrow, and they also need to protect the football. And they also got to do a great job protecting the quarterback. But man, I really can't wait to see, how loud it gets in that stadium tomorrow.
I have to ask you about those two freshman running backs. What has impressed you the amount that you've seen them so far?
Well, just how well they played in their freshman year. It's not easy. My freshman year, I did not have as much success as they are having right now. That's a fact. And they're playing well. They're playing great football right now. Both explosive players. And the run game is a huge part of the success for Penn State. And it has to be the same story tomorrow as well. And it's funny, in games like this, when you're going against another high-powered run game, I always took it upon myself to make sure that when the game was done, no matter what, I was going to be the most productive running back on that football field. Even though I'm not playing against the other running backs, I still took it upon myself to be the most productive running back on that field. And so that's one of the things I think Kaytron Allen and Nick Singleton need to definitely focus on pregame. But once the game starts, it's about getting those hard yards. It's about putting your head down. It's about finishing your runs, finishing your plays, and setting the tone for the game. Running backs in the history of the sport have always set the tone for the game.
You played for one of the iconic brands in all of college football. Penn State's also right up there with USC. When you see Penn State's logo, the blue and white colors, what comes to mind?
History. Just the history of players, coaches, Joe Paterno, LeVar Arrington. You could go, the list goes on and on. Saquon Barkley, who's one of my recent favorites, has come from Penn State and is doing great right now for the New York Giants. But just the history that has come through this university is something that, I think about when I get here. And I can't wait to just see some more history take place in that stadium tomorrow. But I've heard nothing but great things about the university. Now that I'm here, standing in front of it, it looks humongous. It looks huge. And I hope that the team plays huge as well, because that's really what they need tomorrow. When you're at home against a Big Ten opponent, against a really big opponent, you got to come out swinging. You have to. You got to come out swinging. You got to throw everything that you can onto the wall. You got to play hard, tough, physical. And we had this mentality when I was at USC: is lock the gate. Once that kickoff starts, we lock in the gate and we throwing away the keys, and nobody's getting out of here until we get this W.
We promise the weather's always like this in late October too in Happy Valley. Welcome. It's great to have you in the Fox crew.
Shirt on. I got a T-shirt on right now. I had a jacket on earlier. I had to take it off because I was hot. This is awesome though, man. Like I really hope that it stays like this tomorrow. I know it's gonna be a little bit on the colder side, but this is football weather. For me, even if it's a little colder, I love when the weather is like this. And to me, every weather is running back weather. Every weather is a reason why you should hand the football off. So,
Reggie, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.